amigos? ¿Cómo estamos? Bienvenidos, bienvenidos otra vez al último Jenny Live. Ay, no, nos falta uno más, al penúltimo Jenny Live de la semana. Espero que estén teniendo una hermosa noche. Únanse a nosotros en Miami TV, donde sea que nos estén viendo, así sea en su tele, en el cable, en el internet, en su set-top box, en nuestra página web, miamitv.com. Únanse a nosotros. Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hope you're having an amazing evening. Join us once again. I almost said it's the last Jenny Live of the week, and I'm like, oh no, it's Thursday. Sorry. So the last before. So one more to go, and then weekend. Yay! We're all so excited. No, I know you guys aren't. Sorry. We'll see you back on Monday. Anyway, join us. We are live right now in Miami TV, wherever you're watching us. If you're watching us on your TV, if you're on your phone, if you're on your computer, if you're on our website, join us on miamitv.com, and our chat is live and opened. I hope you guys enjoyed earlier 5 o'clock with Josie live talking about sexology. That was a great show. I definitely enjoyed it. Make sure you tune into her again tomorrow at 5 o'clock, and we will soon be translating it for you English-speaking fans. Bueno, espero de que hayan disfrutado del programa de Josie Live a las 5. Fue fenomenal, a mí me encantó. Como saben, yo soy parte de la producción ahí, así que de vez en cuando van a escuchar ahí mi voz como que aquí, mandando buena onda, pero le fue creo que aprendimos una cosita o dos del Squirting, no sé ustedes qué tal, y bueno, estaremos aprendiendo más. Yo me pongo como una colegiala detrás a escuchar y decir, ajá, qué interesante, sí, cuéntame más, por favor. Pero es bueno tener profesionales que nos enseñen sobre estos temas. Yo siempre hablo, por supuesto, de la energía sexual, pero no tengo la base de la medicina en el tema de la sexología, así que me encanta siempre aprender. ¿Cómo estamos? Buenas noches, Javier. Hola, amigos. Hello, hello. Un beso, Alejandro. Solo porque fuiste el primero en escribir, te mando el beso, te lo ganaste. Saludos desde Venezuela, me fascinó el video de hoy de la chica y te ves muy hermosa. Gracias. ¡Qué bueno! Me encanta que comentes que te fascinó. Recién lleva su tercer programa, creo que va súper bien, así que me encanta. Muchas gracias por mostrarle apoyo y mañana sintonícenla de nuevo a la misma hora, a las 5 de la tarde, hora este, para poder tener, pues, siempre nosotros nos alegramos muchísimo cuando ustedes están ahí en el chat, así sea saludando, así no sepan qué preguntar, no importa, ahí están. Y se siente bien escuchar feedback, como se dice en inglés. Así que gracias por tu comentario. I would love to hear the Josie show translated. I'm gonna get to it. Remember that I'm part of the production of that show. So yes, I know you want to hear everything about sexology, but in English. So I wanted her show to be in Spanish, mainly because it's her first language, so I don't want her to be going back and forth and get even more messy with it. So it's her third show so far. I think she's been doing great. So I decided just one language for now, and then it's easier for us to subtitle it. So today she was speaking about squirting, which I found really interesting. It's always interesting to learn new things. Good morning. Where are you? Good morning. It's night over here. All right. In the meantime, I'm going to start with some of your comments, emails, and our Miami TV chat is always open. Don't forget, miamitv.com. Muy bien, siempre tenemos, hello David, hi Chris, hey James, welcome guys, hola Letango, ¿cómo estamos? Bienvenidos. Okay, good morning, hope you're doing well. Jenny, do you think, this is from BG Wells, do you think meditation is better or rather words more effectively when you do it nude, or does it even matter? I would like to say it doesn't matter, because your mind is the one that is actually guiding the meditation. But at the same time, being nude, remember that our pores, our body breathes through our pores, and that energy is also translated through the pores of our body. So if you are opened with nature, for example, it's not the same thing if you were to tell me I'm meditating inside a room with a bunch of electronics around, or if I'm meditating in the middle of the beach, right, with water and sand around me and a peaceful breeze. So your meditation is obviously going to be a little deeper at the beach and not in your house with electronics around. So that's kind of how I would feel about clothing and meditation. I'm not going to say it is going to be a huge deal, but it's probably going to cause you to feel a little bit more relaxed, a little bit more open. I've always said we have a lot of nudists that say that I'm an advocate for nudity, and I always say no, because I don't consider myself a nudist, even though I'm nude every single day, 24 hours a day, if I can be. But if anybody wanted to try it, it is definitely liberating. It's just leaving all those taboos and prejudice behind, and just letting yourself go. I feel like when you really feel comfortable with your body is when you can allow your mind to basically be a little bit freer. So we're gonna skip TikTok tonight just because I feel like the side view of my shirt might not be adequate for it. So try it out if you wanna meditate nude. If you've never done it before, I think it's definitely something that you could benefit from, and see if it works for you. If you're not comfortable being nude, then it's probably gonna block you from being relaxed. So I think, if anything, first start with being comfortable with your body, being comfortable with yourself, and then move on to actually focusing on your mind. Because the really strong meditation is not only the one where you actually just let go, but it's the one where you're actually making a purpose of it, and it's the one where you're actually focusing on something that you want for your future, that you want for your life. So make sure you keep that in mind into giving it a purpose. Don't just let yourself go off into la la land, because in this case, you're really not using meditation for what it's worth, which is what our meditators recommend, is do not use meditation to just forget about your problems. No, actually do something with that energy, focus it, aim it, and go towards that goal that you're looking for, okay? ¿Cómo estás? Bienvenidos. Hola, Jenny. Quiero saber sobre la meditación. ¿Tú crees de que es mejor estar y más efectivo quizás si lo haces desnudo o con ropa? Nunca hemos hablado de la meditación y el nudismo, sin embargo, te lo voy a poner así. Si vos estás en tu casa y estás meditando en un cuarto donde hay un montón de aparatos electrónicos, donde hay un montón de distracciones, podríamos decir, ¿no? Y estás intentando meditar, te sale bien, pero luego pruebas el día siguiente y vas a la playa, estás en el medio de la arena, estás con la playa enfrente, el agua que transmuta la energía, y decís, wow, no, sí, la diferencia que tuve en el mar fue mucho más linda, esa meditación, que la diferencia que tuve en la casa, pues con todos los electrónicos, con todo, hasta olores, personas caminando, etcétera. Entonces, siempre tienes que buscar un lugar por lo menos que te sientas al 100% seguro, que te sientas tranquilo, que te sientas bien. Y si el nudismo es algo nato para ti, donde te sientes bien desnudo, obviamente vas a tener una meditación mucho más interesante si estás sin ropa. ¿Por qué? Porque recuerda de que tus poros respiran. Nuestro cuerpo está constantemente respirando a través de los poros también. Por lo tanto, es importante mantenerlos limpios, mantenerlos con calorcito. No, el aire acondicionado no es muy bueno para nuestra energía. Lo siento, pero es así. Estamos hablando de temperaturas súper frías, ¿no? Y si logran sentirse cómodos en ese estado natural del cuerpo al estar sin ropa, pues entonces seguro que van a tener una meditación mucho mejor. Ahora, si me preguntas de que cuál es mejor, tú tienes que elegir la que mejor funcione para ti, porque al fin y al cabo lo que interesa es de que te puedas relajar. Y lo más importante es que no utilices lo que es la meditación para olvidarte de tus problemas, sino enfocar tu meditación en realmente enfrentar esos problemas, poner la energía en marcha, dale para adelante, o sea, tener toda la buena onda para hacer que ese momento de meditación te sirva para atraer respuestas, cosa de que la mayoría de personas no lo hacen. Muchas personas, y tengo una persona en mi familia muy cercana que de por sí hizo eso, perdón, ya no lo hace, pero hizo eso por mucho tiempo, que era meditar y directamente es como que se van por el la la land por un tiempo muy largo, horas se pasan meditando y dicen, ¿y dónde fuiste? Viajé por ahí, viajé por allá, y pasaron 5 horas de la vida, entonces como que, ok, y su vida sigue igual, o sea, la vida no, tú ves la vida de la persona y no es que avance. Entonces la meditación no es que te dé los grandes resultados si no lo estás usando como corresponde. Lo ideal de la meditación es que utilices el tiempo para poder autoanalizarte, para poder llegar a conclusiones, para poder atraer soluciones, ¿no? Entonces, de ese caso, entonces vas a poder estar pues invirtiendo ese tiempo en algo que realmente te va a dar una solución hacia tu vida en general. Y luego, para adelante, dale, sigue, o sea, no estés quieto. Cada momento que estés quieto es momento que no vas a volver a tener y es perdido. Every moment you stay still, basically, is it's moments that you're never going to get back. So it's important to always keep at it, keep on track. And if meditation is something that you love, have you ever met anybody that does a lot of meditation, but you see that they've never really advanced? Like they're always stuck in the same situation, or they're always stuck in without progress. That would be the right word for it, without progress. So I personally know people that say they're so spiritual because they meditate so many hours a day. And then when you go and you see them again in a year or 2 years, it ends up that, oh, so how's your life? And they're in the same place doing the same thing. If they had problems, they still have the same problems. So that's when you really have to be delicate in the sense of just meditating doesn't get you anywhere. Meditation is meant for you to actually face the issues that you have. It's meant for you to put that strength of energy behind it so you can find conclusions, so you can get answers, so you can tune in, or so you can connect with energy, or you can connect with another dimension. But if you're not doing that, if you're not using it with a purpose, you're really just wasting time that you're never going to get back. So it's important to make sure that we're investing that time into things that we really know are going to help us progress. Progress is positive energy, loves. ¿Cómo estamos? Bienvenidos. Jeff, Jenny, you and Josie are definitely a great double header. I also agree, Josie in English would be amazing. Big fan, but I don't speak Spanish. I know, I got it. Don't worry, leave it to me. A ver, Dago, la energía sexual de Jenny emana... la energía sexual que emana del cuerpo de Jenny es mucho más fuerte cuando ella está totalmente desnuda. Sí, es que puedes llegar a un punto, y esto lo puede hacer cualquier persona, lo que pasa es que yo vengo entrenando mi cuerpo hace 16 años, imagínense, vamos a decir como que purgando mi cuerpo, ¿no? Y mi primer entrenamiento con la energía fue llevarlo... empezar a emanarlo a través de... No, mentira. Primero fue activar el chakra raíz y creo que el tercer punto fue recién empezar a emanar por los poros, lo cual estaba yo muy emocionada. Hasta luego, bueno, lo empiezas a mover por la voz, por los ojos y es increíble, pero es algo que todo el mundo lo puede hacer. O sea que imagínense, constantemente estamos irradiando energía. Si tú estás desnudo, obviamente pues tu energía va a poder irradiar por absolutamente todas tus partes. Es así de simple. Jenny's energy is stronger when she is actually naked. It's when you can feel it stronger. Yeah, but here's the thing that when this is for everybody, you know, you can actually train. I've been training my body for 16 years. So I remember I was so excited when I got told, like, you can emanate through your pores now. And it's like, what? But that took years to achieve. Yet everybody emanates through their pores. It's just that the strength and energy that we're talking about is a little different. I trained my energy to actually give to others. Most people just have their energy to keep to themselves. So if you have that consciousness that you radiate energy with your eyesight, with your voice, with what you're speaking about, with your voice, then it just makes sense that your pores also radiate energy. So if you're naked, it's obviously going to allow your body to just literally flow through every single bit of part of your body. So yeah, it's stronger, always stronger. Jenny, have you ever been accused of indecent exposure? Never. But then again, everywhere we go, it's places that they're private locations. So any show that we do in a place that is naked, it is private property. We first get approval by the owners, of course, and they know what we're doing, so it's all totally okay. Yeah. ¿Alguna vez has estado en algún lugar y te han, no sé, dicho de que estás expuesta indecentemente? No, todos los lugares que hemos ido, donde hemos grabado, siempre pedimos permiso antes, mostramos lo que hacemos. Si en algún lugar pues no se puede el nudismo, pues bueno, hay otra forma de hacer entrevistas, ¿no? Por supuesto. Pero como siempre estamos, primero buscamos lugares para personas adultas, donde hacemos los programas totalmente desnudos, haciendo entrevistas. Entonces, si son propiedades privadas y los dueños están de acuerdo, normalmente no hay problema. Hi Anthony, is negative energy always bad? If a man thinks he's a loser, then he hates being a loser. His anger motivates him to prove himself. Is negativity a good thing if it makes good things happen? Okay, so, well, here's the thing that negativity isn't making that good thing happen, because what makes you make that good decision is your positive energy, that thrive that you still have inside of you to succeed. Now, negativity or negative situations can, of course, make you wiser. You're going to learn from them. But the thing is that every single negative trait or every single negative situation that happens to you leaves a mark. So in a perfect world, the less marks that we have, right, the less skeletons skeletons in the closet, then the easier our route or our path of life is going to be, because it's basically no obstacles in the road. Now, I don't think there's probably very few people that have gone through life without going through any negativity, or maybe none. So, of course, the things that we go through make us stronger. And I know what you mean, because I specifically went through something like that. I always say, well, I feel like, of course, there's a reason for the things that I went through, because if not, they wouldn't have made me as strong as I am today to actually move forward, to be that positive. But a negative action is still a negative action, or a negative thought is still a negative thought. It's just you're balancing it out with your positive reaction. So in that case, your positivity was stronger than whatever negativity you were feeling at that moment, which probably just means that you have that balance more towards positivity than negativity. But yeah, you could get, so to rephrase it right, you said, is negativity a good thing if it makes good things happen? No. The person that makes good things happen is you and your positivity. But negativity sometimes does allow you to just react towards things and learn from things. So is that bad? The action is still bad. The thought, it's like you saying, I just killed somebody, but I learned not to ever do it again. So I'm being really exaggerated, by the way. Of course, I'm just being silly. But that action, that thought of anger already happened. You can't go back and fix it. So you already have that baggage with you. Whatever negativity you generated when you had that negative thought, whatever negativity you generated when that negative action happened, is something that you now have to work twice as hard with positive energy to get rid of. So that's why it's never good. But you can overcome it, of course. Thanks, Anthony. That was a great question. Jenny, ¿tú crees de que la energía negativa siempre es mala? Porque, por ejemplo, si un hombre piensa de que es un perdedor, entonces odia ser un perdedor, entonces su bronca de tener... and by the way, that's a different kind of anger. You said the anger of him being a loser motivates him to improve. So that's not really negativity. It's just you progressing towards yourself. Dice, su bronca lo motiva a ser mejor de sí mismo. ¿No crees de que la negatividad a veces es bueno porque hace que cosas buenas pasen en tu vida? Es medio difícil explicarlo, pero te lo voy a decir así. Si tú generas negatividad, tienes un mal pensamiento, ¿no? Si tú tienes un pensamiento de bronca, de rabia, de odio, en ese momento estás generando negatividad. Entonces, lo ideal en un mundo perfecto sería no llenarnos el bolso, la mochila, de piedras negras o piedras pesadas. Bueno, todas las piedras son pesadas. De piedras, para luego tener un camino pues más liviano y que nuestras metas estén cada vez más cerca, ¿no? Pero eso no existe en este mundo, al menos. Hoy en día pues todos tenemos nuestros karmas, todos tenemos decisiones que tomaron que quizás no les dejaron buena energía. Entonces no es que las decisiones o pensamientos negativos sean buenos porque te hicieron mejor. Porque esa negatividad que generaste cuando sucedió ese pico de negatividad o esa creación de negatividad, no la podés borrar así porque sí. O sea, sí te va a hacer más fuerte al final porque te mejoraste, si es que sabes mejorarte, ¿no? Si es que sabes salir adelante, pero al fin del cabo lo que te hace salir adelante eres tú mismo, tu fuerza interna y tu poder de decir, no, yo puedo, no me va a ganar, ¿no? Y ahí es donde sale tu espíritu, tu fuerza, tu energía positiva, tu alma, tus ángeles, o sea, de todo. Entonces, a la larga terminas ganando. Pero ¿cuánta gente realmente está en un punto tan bajo que no llega a tener esa fuerza interna para salir, esa luz interna para salir? Entonces, no hay forma, la negatividad te puede dar resultados al final quizás positivos porque tú aprendes, pero a la larga nunca va a ser positivo porque es una marca más que dejaste en tu vida. Entonces, como si fuéramos a llamarle cicatrices. Cada generación de negatividad fue una puerta que abriste y una cicatriz que dejó. Entonces, todo eso, por más de que aprendiste después, tenés que hacer un gran trabajo terapéutico para poder borrártelo, para poder sanar esas heridas. You know, think of negativity as scars in our life path, right? So every time there's a scar left, we have to go back in time, right? And and heal those wounds. So even though you are going to be stronger in the end, all that time that you wasted, right? All that time that you wasted or you spent in releasing that anger that you had at that one moment, because of those scars, because of those situations, you could have probably used it for so many other things. Instead of going to therapy, instead of working on yourself, you could have been actually doing something else. So what negativity really does is stall you. It makes you, like, if this is your endpoint, right? If we're born here and we have to reach here, what it's going to do, it's kind of like if we're going to be wearing some kind of rubber bands, right? Where we have to be constantly, or walking through mud, that makes more sense, or quicksand. So the more negativity, the harder it is for you to get to that end line. And the less negativity, the less mistakes, then life is a breeze. Everything is just so beautiful. Everything happens to you. You want something, you just think of it, and boom, there it is. Boom, there it is. Yeah, okay. Bueno, estamos en vivo, entonces siempre pensar también en que si nosotros estamos con negatividad o esa mochila encima, es como caminar en arena movediza, o es como caminar en lodo, ¿no? O sea, tú estás, si este es tu punto de final, o sea, aquí naces y aquí tienes que llegar, vas a llegar ahí cada vez un poco más difícilmente. Sin embargo, si no cometes errores, si no tenés esos esqueletos en el closet, si no tenés negatividad que tengas que ir a terapia para liberar, entonces tu vida va a ser divina en el caso de que todo lo que pienses vas a obtener, todo lo que desees vas a pensar y lo vas a obtener así de rápido. Entonces, a la larga, ¿es bueno o es malo? Pues la negatividad te atrasa en llegar a crecer espiritualmente como deberías. And all of our purposes is the same. We have to reach a higher enlightenment, you know, when we transcend, when we go to the next journey, let's call it that, we have to get there in a higher vibration than the one that we actually were born with. So, yeah, it's possible, and that is what we're here for. That's what we're here to do, really. Estamos aquí para eso, ¿no? Para aprender y para llegar a trascender al próximo punto de partida de una forma más brillante, de una forma más fuerte de la que cuando nacimos. Nuestra energía siempre está cambiando. Hello, Tennessee. How are you? Welcome. Maravillosa. Escucho muchos de sus temas y me dan mucha energía. Qué bueno. Buenas noches, Cuba. ¿Cómo estamos, Cuba? Ay, escuché de que están con apagones, ¿no? Les debo una visita a mis amigos hermosos cubanos. Lo tengo muy en mente, quizás este año, vamos a ver qué pasa. Pero sabemos de que sí, la energía en Cuba siempre está densa, así que tienen que aguantar ustedes más que... Hay países, chicos, y hay lugares en el mundo donde son proclives para densidades de energías, y Cuba lamentablemente es uno de ellos, específicamente por la cantidad de brujería que hay ahí. Entonces, estás viviendo en un lugar difícil, amigo. Espero de que estés manteniéndote lo más positivo posible y, bueno, mirando Jenny Live seguro. Greetings from Cuba. I'm a super fan. Blessings. Every time I hear your topics, they give me a lot of energy. I was saying that we definitely have a rain check with going back to Cuba, where we did our seminars. And there are places, you guys, there's places in the world, and Cuba's one of them, that the energy there is so dense that it's really difficult for anybody living there to actually, everything that we're talking about, actually be successful or come out. It's almost like they're constantly in this quicksand. And one of the reasons why it's like that, it's because there's so many witchcraft, so much witchcraft being done there. It's really sad. So I'm glad that, I was saying, I'm glad that he's here. I'm glad that you guys are here because, yeah, as much energy as we can send over, of course. Saludos, ¿cómo estamos? Con todo respeto, ¿sabes cómo me gustaría conocerte en persona? Vivo en Alabama, USA. ¿Te gustaría? Qué bueno, a mí también. I would love to meet you in person. I'm in Alabama. Awesome. Greetings, Alabama. How are you? A ver, volvemos al chat. So, being negative means losing some lifetime. It's a tricky question, kind of. You know why? Because to begin with, we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for us to learn from things. So if you believe in reincarnation, of course, I respect anybody's belief. If you don't, then don't listen to what I'm about to say. But I'm a big believer in reincarnation. I have a lot of experience in it. I mean, I release suspended souls, so it's something that I love to do. And we come back to this planet because we need to grow. We need to get ourselves, put ourselves in situations to learn from them so we can become higher in energy. And when you get to that point where you become everything you needed to be in this planet, then you won't ever reincarnate again here. You will go somewhere else. But then again, this is just a belief. You don't have to believe me. This is, let's say, a spiritual knowledge that I have that I could share with you, but you don't necessarily have to take it as your own. So to answer that question, it would be like a fine line. Everything negative means loses some lifetime. Yes, but at the same time, you're here to learn. So the thing is, learn from the things that happen and make sure there's not more of them ever again. Because the thing is that people generate negativity or people make mistakes, and usually it's one after the other and the other and the other. And a lot of people don't come back. So they have to come back, reincarnate again, and do it all over again. And the thing is, the number one thing that we have to learn in this world, in this plane, is humbleness. You know, just really allowing ourselves to exist and not be included in other people's lives, or not be included in other people's energies, because it's none of our business. Focus on your spiritual growth. If you always give the best of yourself and there's still stuff happening to you, then you probably are paying for some karma that you need to recover from. The important thing is that you're not generating negativity on purpose, because when you generate negativity on purpose, you're totally going away from the things that you actually need to just learn. So here's the thing. That makes a little more sense. In my head, that makes more sense. So if there's things that we need to learn in this world, right, in this physical world, and that's why we're here, these things will just kind of present themselves to us. Now, if you are physically going out and choosing to make a bad decision, that's not part of your teaching. I hope that makes sense. So that will make you lose time that you're never going to get back, and it's going to probably influence in the fact if you have to reincarnate back or not. Entonces, hi generic. I feel that with or without her clothes, I still charge up with positive energy. That's just me. We're all different. Thanks. Yeah, a lot of people are, it's the eyes, you know. Entonces, estar negativo significa de que perdemos tiempo de nuestra vida. Es interesante porque te lo voy a poner así. Si nosotros reencarnamos porque tenemos que aprender algo en esta tierra, ¿ok? Y lo número uno para aprender es la humildad. Es algo de que la humildad va en todos los rubros sabidos por haber de tu vida. Entonces, vamos a decir de que tú naces y estás positivo y se te presentan situaciones que son muy difíciles, ¿no? Y tú dices, pero ¿por qué me pasa eso si no eres una mala persona, no generas negatividad, pero sin embargo te pasó? Esas son las lecciones que tienes que aprender para que te hagan mejor persona, para que te hagan más fuerte. Pero la negatividad que tú generas porque saliste con conciencia a generar negatividad, esto significa de que tuviste sexo con alguien promiscuamente para generar negatividad, no sé, le metiste los cachos a alguien, chocaste a alguien. Ya saben, cualquier acción negativa, pero algo que tú con conciencia lo estás haciendo y lo estás haciendo a propósito, entonces ese tipo de negatividad es lo que te hace completamente perder tiempo. ¿Por qué? Porque es tiempo de que nunca vas a recuperar y es tiempo perdido que encima vas a tener que invertir mucha más positividad para poder taparlo. Every negative energy that you generate in life, you have to literally I'm going to say double, but it's probably more, but let's just say double. You need double the positive energy to balance out a negative energy. So negativity is stronger. Not in the fact that it always wins, it's just that negative energy is a fighter. So it's always going to be looking to see how it can screw you over. So that's what I'm saying. When you go out to look to do something negative, let's say you are consciously, even though you know it's negative, you're consciously I don't know, talking to a woman in their ear, just lying to them so you can get them in bed, or you're cheating your way through your exams, or you're cheating your way through life, or you're stepping on people's heads so you can get, further on in your career, then those are acts that you are doing with consciousness of generating negativity. those are the acts that you're going to pay for. So always remember, is it really worth it? Is it really worth losing time and then having to invest that much more time into therapy to actually get rid of all that? I don't think so. But then again, we're all learning, right? So that's why we're here. Todos estamos aquí por algo, ¿no? Todos queremos aprender. Saludos, Vueltecita. Life is an equation. Working out a negative plus a negative is a positive. Come on. I like that. Thanks. Thanks, Kelly. Dice, la vida es una ecuación. Simplemente hay que sumar. Negativo más negativo es positivo. That's why I probably was very close to failing math. Yeah, never good at it. Saludos, amigos. A ver, you get what you put out into the world. Absolutely, of course. ¿Cómo te sentías al principio? Las primeras grabaciones tuyas te fue muy difícil y después te adaptaste. ¿Sabes que no me acuerdo? Yo sí, súper nerviosa, transpiraba, como le pasó a Josie, pero es que hay gente que o sea, nativamente se puede decir, ¿no? O sea, originalmente como que ya tenemos dentro de nosotros las ganas de hablar y normalmente son personas eso le pasa a personas que tienen trabajos o de terapeutas o personas que les gusta ayudar a los demás. Siempre tenemos algo que decir. Así que bueno, sí, creo que es natural para cada persona. Jenny, how were your first filmings? Were you very nervous? 16 years? Yeah, of course, just like Josie, you know, I was sweating my ass off before I would go live and just like, what am I going to say? But then the moment you just start speaking, it's like, I don't know, you just get used to it. And I feel like it's more natural for people that like helping others for some reason or people that decide to be therapists because for some reason you just have so much more information that you want to share and give out. There is somebody very special with us today, Allison, that is going to be joining us maybe next week or so, speaking about spirituality. I think you guys will really enjoy her company. She's a very, very wise lady. So yeah, wait up for that. Bueno, chicos, people are different these days. We must find new ways to motivate them. How would you say? I feel very positive just being here. Thank you. Amazing. I'm glad you're here, far away, John. Hola, hermosa. Be more dog. Dog is God backwards. Okay, I like that. I like your style. Te estoy enjoy ocean of emotion, pero te estoy sincero, te reitero, veo tu programa siempre porque siempre tengo muchas negatividades, pero con tu programa desde que lo veo me siento con más positividad. De verdad me da mucha confianza y para seguir adelante. Gracias, Jenny. Así mismo, pero estoy en estos momentos en Guatemala. Ah, estás en Guatemala, qué bien. Bueno, pues me alegra mucho, gracias por tu comentario. Y sí, como dijimos, la buena vibra se transmite por la vista, se transmite por las expresiones, se transmite por la voz. Así que me alegra llegar con mi energía a ti y que sea bienvenida, ¿no? Por supuesto, que es lo más importante. Says, I have to be honest with you. I always watch your show because I always feel like I'm negative, but with your show, when I see you, I feel like I get charged with positivity. And honestly, you just give me so much confidence of just moving forward and going forward. And thank you. I am Cuban, but right now I'm in Guatemala. Interesting. Okay. Well, I always say you can let positivity in. So if you're letting me into your homes and into your living rooms, then thank you. Remember that energy is transmitted through the eyes, through the voice, through the presence. So if you allow it, of course, it's going to reach you just like it reached Lewis. Thanks, guys. Saludos desde Miami. Hola, Edwin. ¿Cómo estamos? Bienvenidos. Saludos, saludos. ¿Cuándo vienes por aquí al Sunshine State? Seguro estaremos por ahí este año, ¿eh? I live in a moon palace where the serpent sea meets the rock upon the shore. Where's that? It sounds like a place I want to go. All right, my loves, we will see you tomorrow. Una pregunta, mi Jenny, ¿una persona tímida tiene más posibilidad de ser negativo? Sí. Mañana te lo respondo porque tiene que ver con la personalidad. Hay técnicas que puedes hacer para poder protegerte. Question, does a timid person have more possibilities of being negative? Yes, I'm going to respond that answer tomorrow because it's a little bit longer, and it has to do with the fact that you need to provide and you need to create barriers around you, okay? Thank you for sharing your wisdom, very reminiscent of Dolores Cannon, but a spicy hot package. Awesome, love it. All right, loves, big kisses. Have an amazing evening. We will continue now in MiamiTV.com. Cheers, David. One needs to balance out the negative energy with the positive energy. We will always have some negativity in us. We just cannot let it overcome our positive energy. Amen. Thanks, David, for that comment. See you guys now with a Positive Energy Seminar for our members. Go ahead and subscribe at MiamiTV.com if you want to join our Positive Energy family. And for the rest of you, we'll see you tomorrow. Don't forget, you can send us any topics that you'd like or questions. There is no wrong questions, guys. Don't be shy, or guys and girls. When I say guys, it's generic. And you can write to me at jenny@miamitv.com. Nos vemos en la próxima, amigos. Un beso muy grande. Que estén bien. Un abrazo. Mañana a la misma hora, por aquí por Miami TV. Y seguimos con las preguntas y los comentarios. No se olviden de suscribirse si quieren en miamitv.com con un seminario de energía positiva. Besitos.